And again, because I have a confession to make. So listen up. I definitely played a hooky last week. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, with the news of DMX and Black Rob and recently Shock G from Digital Underground passing and the George Floyd verdict and my monthly sheesh, I needed a little break. So yes, I am guilty as that stone-faced bum-ass murderer Derek Chauvin, who in addition to having a book thrown at him in court for being a cold-blooded psycho killer, now he is under investigation for brutalizing a 14-year-old teenager back in 2017. I have details coming up. Y'all already know. But before I get too ahead of myself, let me officially welcome you all to another episode of Uncensored News. Real news, no cap, all facts. I'm your host, Steph Lover, and it's a lot of them. So let's jump right into the headlines. Hallelujah. The House voted Thursday on a bill that would admit Washington, D.C. as the 51st state. Say word, RG. Word. Although the measure is likely to fail in the evenly divided Senate, the legislation passed along party lines with a vote of 216 to 208, with no Republicans voting in favor. Figures. But for the bill's advocates, D.C. statehood is a civil rights issue. The district has a population of more than 700,000, wow, larger than the populations of Wyoming or Vermont. And of course, the hating ass Republicans are against it for this reason. Let's go to the videotape, RG.
Yes. Wyoming is smaller than Washington by population, but it has 3 times as many workers in mining, logging, and construction, and 10 times as many workers in manufacturing. In other words, Wyoming is a well-rounded, working-class state.
One Senate Republican said that D.C. wouldn't be a, quote, well-rounded, working-class state. I had no idea there were so many syllables in the word white.
That was an idiot named Tom Cotton from Arkansas. Figures with a name like Cotton, right? Or goodness gracious. Anyway, if you missed what had happened, the good old boy Tommy Cotton is basically saying that you Negroes is lazy. It's too many of y'all in D.C. If you read between the lines, I'm just saying. But while those 2 states, Wyoming and Vermont, each have 2 senators and a representative in the House, D.C. has nothing, not one voting representative in Congress. 0, the middle of the donut, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, just to be clear, Eleanor Holmes Norton represents D.C. in Congress as a non-voting delegate. Why? I'm gonna have to ask Kanye to act Sway. But anyway, statehood advocates also point out that D.C. pays more in the federal taxes than 21 states, according to 2019 IRS data. The district is also diverse, with a population that is 46% black and majority non-white. If admitted, it would be the first state with a majority black population. FYI, the legislation titled H.R. 51 will create the state of Washington, Douglas Commonwealth, named after Frederick Douglass. Yeah, all right. I like how that sounds. From East to West Coast, multiple reports have confirmed Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California. Ay, Dios míos. I swear I can't make this shit up. Kate, who has no political experience besides going golfing with Trump, is jumping face first into the race without any support from Kim KKK, who's too busy getting divorced and studying for her bar exam. Bible. I find it ironic that, she's running for governor even after accidentally running over and killing a 69-year-old woman in a car accident a few years ago. Y'all thought I forgot about that. Well, I didn't. But I guess with a good old PR, anything's possible, in my Kevin Garnett voice. So look for our girl Katie, who's trying to replace Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom in the recall election in November. The effort to recall Newsom has been ongoing since he shut him down, and is expected to qualify for a ballot soon. I don't think Governor Newsom has too much to worry about, though, because Say No to Jenner was trending the other day on Twitter. I'm just saying. And it never rains in Southern California. That's what they say. But it's pouring down in Minnesota, especially for ex-officer and convicted killer Derek Chauvin, who's already facing 40 years. But that may be just the beginning, because there's another incident that had happened in 2017 that is very similar to what had happened to George Floyd. Let me break it down. Now, a recent video has emerged of Chauvin allegedly brutalizing a 14-year-old black teen, and the feds are now on the case. The incident happened back in 2017, like I said, and the video allegedly shows Chauvin violently subduing the teen, aka choking him. Don't you just love how they clean that up? Or just subduing him? Yeah, right. He also viciously struck the teen in the head with a flashlight, which caused the teen to get 30 stitches to close the gash. Now, Chauvin also held the teen down on the ground for several minutes with his knee in his back. Sound familiar? Until the teen fell unconscious. Now, how in the hell was this guy still a police officer? Anyway, prosecutors say the incident is now under criminal investigation. Federal prosecutors reportedly have convened a grand jury to review the case, as they should. Damn, it's like he worse than Mark Furman. Okay, let's get up to date real quick with this little reality check. Mic check 1, 2, because it's real and it's getting realer. Especially for Tiger Woods, y'all, is out here standing tall after an investigation into his car crash concluded that he was at fault and lost control due to accelerating on the gas instead of hitting the brakes. Yikes. All I want to know is why. Why is Tiger still driving? I mean, didn't he learn anything from that little fire hydrant incident? Don't he know by now all he need is some sisters in his life? I mean, you don't see this shit happening to Denzel or Michael B. Jordan. You think? Anyway, and you know what? I gotta give props to Young Thug, because he's unstoppable. Yeah. Perfect segue to this story right here. He bought a bunch of fans in Atlanta some Jordans because they was waiting online for him at a DTLR store for hours and hours. And guess what? He paid cash, 25 large. I like stories like that. You know, we always talk about when they in trouble. So how about giving them kudos when they do something nice? You know, I don't always understand what the hell Young Thug be talking about, but that money talk is loud and clear. Hello. All right, moving right along. Maybe it was me, but it felt like Cardi B got stiletto knee deep in Congressman Glenn Grothman's ass after he tried to get into Cardi's ass about her WAP performance with Megan at the Grammys. I mean, he calling on the FCC to practice more censorship.
I have received complaints in my office, and rightfully so, about Cardi B and the Grammys. They wonder why we are paying the FCC if they feel that this should be in living rooms across the nation. I realize that Kamala Harris has used her fame to promote this performer, but I assure the FCC that millions of Americans would view her performance as inconsistent with basic decency. Wake up, FCC, and begin to do your job. The moral decline of America is partly due to your utter complacency.
Whoa, wait a minute. Did he just say that WAP is responsible for the moral decline in America? I mean, come on. Why is he sounding like the dad from Footloose out here? Anyway, first off, I don't know why he bringing up old shit. Let's talk about that. The Grammys was like 6 months ago. And second off, he admitted he didn't even watch the damn performance. Just hating and clout chasing. Damn. Isn't there an age limit on that, RG? Thou shalt not clout chase past the age of 50 or 55. Double nickels, it should be. Maybe if he had some good WAP, he would stop. Maybe. And you know, that last story sounded a lot like white people news. So if you don't mind, let's bust out the raisin potato salad. You know what, on second thought, let's not. But my guy, the slickest Guido on the Broadwalk, Ronnie from MTV's Jersey Shore, was arrested for domestic violence again. Not on his baby mama Jen, but on his new girlfriend in front of his baby, after which his BM came and got the new baby. Yeah. Now, this might be a new storyline or a new spin like Jersey Shore Penitentiary Vacation. Or not. Nah, forget about it. Speaking of jail, Lindsay Lohan's father, Michael Lohan, was arrested on Friday in Palm Beach County, Florida. Lohan, who is 60, was arrested on 6 charges of patient brokering. You ready for this? Oh, the father of 6 is being accused of bringing addicts to drug treatment centers in Florida in exchange for illegal kickbacks. Hold up. What's illegal about getting junkies off the street? I have a better question. Did the people paying him get locked up? I'll wait. Matter of fact, we ain't got that much time. Because the Oscars are back, and not the Zoom version. Last night was the 93rd ceremony, and the 3rd year the Academy Awards had no host. How? I need answers. I mean, how you gonna have a movie awards with no movies? Because all the movie theaters was closed. So it's basically like Netflix versus Amazon versus everybody, right? I'll pass. I'm a pass. I couldn't watch that. Because my Knicks is winning 9 in a row, and now you know. All right. Next up, we got a little segment we like to call Celebrity Flex. Time to, watch out now. Ex-Laker Lamar Odom and Love and Hip Hop alum Carly Red is an item. Apparently, they were spotted holding hands at a boxing event in Atlanta over the weekend. No word on which reality show this real new fake romance will be seen on. But I keep y'all posted. Maybe. Now, all jokes aside, this week has been a roller coaster from mass shootings to police shootings of Dante Wright, Ma'Khia Bryant, and Andre Brown Jr. I could barely keep up. Then came news of another hip-hop pioneer passing away. Shock G was not only the lead of the Digital Underground, he was also an amazing producer, creating songs for Dr. Dre and Prince. I'm trying to tell you. He's also the man responsible for introducing the world to Tupac. Now, Tupac started out with him as a dancer and a roadie before starring in Juice. Reports say Shock died of a heart attack at the age of 57 in a hotel room in Tampa. Now, a couple of days prior to that, a good friend of mine, Black Rob, passed away due to kidney disease in a hospital in Atlanta. Rob was signed to Bad Boy Records at his peak in the 90s and dropped several albums on the label, including his signature hit, Like Whoa. Oh man, that is a party starter anywhere on God's green earth. Now, Rob has suffered serious medical and financial problems after parting ways with Diddy, including 4 strokes, which convinced him to clean up his life and eat healthier. I'm told Rob will have a quiet burial this Friday in Harlem. Now, DMX, on the other hand, had a very public memorial Sunday with Jay-Z and Beyonce in attendance at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. His casket was driven to BK in a custom monster truck with what seemed like every biker in New York in tow. Check the video. That's love. That looked amazing. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm hearing that there was a little bit of complications at the Barclays Center and that the actual memorial started 2.5 hours late. Wow. And it seems some sort of confusion went on backstage with more than 10 women showing up claiming to also have children by DMX, in addition to the 15 by 9 other women. Wow. Many believe all the chaos and confusion turned a somber moment sour, which prompted Swiss Beats to say this, unfortunately.
First and foremost, I want to give love to the Simmons family, DMX kids, and everybody that love my brother very dearly. Words can't describe our loss, but our gain is heavy as well because we got a real serious person upstairs that's looking down on us, and that's going to guide us through our journey. He keep popping up on me. He started the show late today. He already up there acting up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the only part is like, you know, I just wish all these people showed up for him when he was here. You know what I'm saying? You got thousands of people claiming who they are and tickets and things like that. This man needed everybody. He didn't need everybody when he's not here. He needed everybody when he was here. You understand? So we got to learn how to celebrate each other while we here. I don't want y'all to show up to my shit when I'm gone. Unless you was showing up while I was here. I want to be sent off with the same love that I had when you were standing next to me. The things that I'm witnessing from my brother's passing, it was a big educational thing for me to learn. I'm glad that I got to see it at this age. A lot of people ain't your friends. A lot of people ain't your family.
Woo! There's definitely going to be a movie about DMX life. That's for sure. Now, Kanye West Choir was also on hand, as well as Nas and Eve definitely has something to say, along with the Locks and several members of DMX's family. Now, Earl Simmons, Darkman X, DMX, whatever you want to call him, he's definitely going to be missed. He was laid to rest yesterday in Yonkers. He was 51 years old. Now, that's about it for us. Thanks for watching Uncensored News. I hope y'all up to speed on what had happened. I appreciate the love, and as always, make sure you follow me at StephLover100 and our sponsor, Mr. Nice Guy _DMV and Curacao for all the new moms out there. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, big shout out that's going out to my homegirl Jade. The mayor just had a brand new baby. Love the Generation COVID kids. Until the next time, cheers, because we grown.